right, I got another one for you guys. This is a little hidden gem. This is a Beast 5-inch tile and stone handheld tile saw. Includes a water line and an amazing fence rip guide. This thing, if it performs as the tile saw performs, Beast makes an excellent tile saw. It's definitely already a winner. So let's check this thing out. Unbox it, test it out. We'll rip some, pour some planks, we'll cut some stone. Let's play with some tools. Here we go. Beast 5-inch tile and stone handheld tile saw. Reversible rip guide, water flow, comfort grip, lock-on trigger, 5-inch ceramic tile blade included. Now, I bet this blade is amazing. I know the blade that came with the tile saw is amazing. Bevel cuts, miter cuts, engineered with threaded hole to accept standard power tool handles. That's cool. Again, this is a little hidden gem. I have a good feeling that this may be the best handheld tile saw on the market right now. This thing runs about 170 bucks. I'm really interested in this dual supported rip guide. So, let's unbox it, put it together, put it to the test. Here we go. All right, let's open her up. Instructions for assembly. Very minimal amount of bolts and nuts. You've got a wrench here. A few screws, wing nuts. Here is one piece of the rip guide, the fence. GFI on the cord. I thought this came with a blade. Ah, there we go. The blade was hiding from me. There is your 5-inch Beast ceramic stone porcelain blade. All right, let's assemble this thing. Test it out, rip some, pour some planks. We'll also cut some stone. Here we go. All right, got the blade installed. Here's the saw. It's fairly heavy, but I believe it's got a 12 amp motor, which is, I think, the best in its class. Let's hook up the water line. Pretty simple. You plug it in here. It's got a very nice valve. Now this is something that the Dewalt handheld tile saw lacks. A shut-off valve. So you're not constantly dripping water all over the place, making a mess. So very nice valve. Plug the water line in. Actually first, got to use this little clip here. Plug the water line in. Use the clamp that it comes with. And clamp it down. All right, we're pretty good to go. We've got the rip fence, the rip guide here. Pretty simple, it slips in these two little slots, just like this. You've got a couple wing nuts to tighten down. So you mark your measurement, adjust the rip guide to where you want it, and that'll allow you to have a nice clean rip using this rip guide and this fence on a porcelain plank. So we'll be testing that out today as well. All right, so we'll get this hooked up. Let's show you the tile that we're gonna be cutting today. We will be miter cutting a porcelain plank here. We will be ripping a 3-foot porcelain plank, cutting it long ways. We'll cut some 1/2-inch, very hard porcelain to see how strong the motor is. We'll also be cutting some marble. See how easily it cuts stone and clean. Okay, let's show you the saw really quick here. Pull that fence out. Feels like a strong saw. 5-inch blade, beast. Very nice valve there with a shut-off option. It can miter cut like so. You've got 0 to 45 and everything in between. We'll try a 45-degree miter cut today. It has a depth option, so you can change the depth of the blade. And yes, it's a great looking saw. Definitely feels pretty heavy. I believe, again, this is one of the strongest motors for a handheld tile saw. There's the specs on it. Let's hook it up, test her out. Got the water line hooked up. Water's turned on, power's on. Let's start with a long 36-inch rip using the rip guide. Here we go. All right, guys, got the rip guide on here. We're gonna give this a shot. Here we go. Now, real quick, got everything plugged in, water line hooked up. I'll let you guys hear how this thing sounds. Here we go. That is one powerful motor for a small handheld saw. And check out the water spray. Turn the valve on. Look at that, guys. That's a lot of water spray. Let's cut some porcelain plank. And there you go. Man, that motor is strong. It rips through this porcelain like nothing, like warm butter. Definitely one of the strongest handheld saws I've ever used. You can take a look at that clean cut there. A lot of water spray, so one thing that I gotta say that's a negative. For me, not the saw, not the cut, is get ready to get wet. That thing sprays all over the place, but it's a good thing. The blade will last for a long time. Okay, got the fence off. We're gonna do a miter cut. We got the bevel here at 45 degrees. We're gonna cross cut a porcelain plank and see how clean this miter looks. Here we go. Little awkward. Not a bad miter cut though. Obviously, if you're using this for an outside corner, you flip it upside down, but there's your miter cut. Chipped at the end, that was my fault. Put too much weight down on that handheld saw. All right, let's try cutting some marble. Extremely clean cut. And last, we'll cut some hard, 1/2 inch thick porcelain tile. And another extremely clean cut. It ran through this like butter. This motor on this little beast is amazing. The blade is amazing. This thing is, gosh, it is very, very powerful. And there you guys have it. This little beast is much more powerful than I anticipated. I mean, it ran through this tile, porcelain, hard 1/2 inch porcelain like butter. The blade's amazing. The motor's powerful. The rip guide's okay. A little awkward. Probably takes some getting used to. A lot of water spray. I mean, I'm soaking wet right now, so prepare to have a messy work area if you're using this saw. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing for your cut. It'll keep that blade alive and running for a very long time. Well, there you guys have it, the Beast 5 inch handheld tile and stone saw. Powerful, amazing water spray and coverage, amazing little blade, and a very strong motor. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below.